JD. Welcome to my channel. This is a very quick disassembly of a Waltham full plate pocket watch that I think I'm going to overdub. So I'm just going to disassemble this watch and clean it. This one needs a new balance staff because the balance pivot's broken on the other end, so that's a whole other issue. I may or may not videotape that, but this is a disassembly of an old Waltham pocket watch that I'm going to do really fast. You should see it. Okie dokie, quick disassembly of a Waltham pocket watch. Gotta line the hands up first, take off the top, get my hand protector plastic on, and then very carefully lift those hands up, and I put them away and I put them in the top of the case, the glass area usually, and then very carefully lift that second hand up. There's not a lot of real estate underneath that second hand to get that plastic over the top and do it. Then I take the back off and I got to loosen those screws. There's the balance that I've cleaned already in the last video, and or I haven't cleaned it yet. I got to change the balance staff on this one. This one's got strange little tabs that keep that movement in place, as you can see. And I just unscrew those case screws and then line those tabs up really quick. Take that thing off and put it away, and put that in the case back so it's just out of the way, and then undo that second one and put that in the case back as well. Get that stuff out of the way. Now I just have to dump the movement out, no big deal. Coming up, now I take the dust cover off. That was very easy to come off. Now I have to just basically unscrew, well, actually take the power off the balance. So I'm going to take the power there, just moved it to make sure there was power on the balance, and it actually ticked, which it did, which is great. So then I'm very carefully releasing power from the balance. I got my little finger, index finger, pushing the tab in there, and now the power is relieved completely from the balance. Now I got to find those little tiny screws that are used to hold on the dial feet. So just removing some of those dial feet screws here. This is the world's quickest video, the world's quickest disassembly video. It's actually 4 times speed. Now there it is. Now I take off the well, what's that? There's the minute wheel. Can't get the second wheel, get that later. Now I've got to take the cannon pinion off. I got my Jaws cannon pinion remover. Man, that thing works good. Then I take the cannon pinion off, and I'm going to screw some of the setting mechanisms. I've taken a photograph of this to make sure it's I know how this thing goes back together. I'm leaving those old springs in place, those old big long metal springs in place, because I do not want them to break. So might as well take them out, leave them in place, and just unscrew that. So here, there's the holding ratchet for the barrel. So it's the ratchet that turns the mainspring barrel. So just take that out of there, get rid of that ratchet, and then there's a click spring that holds that in place as well. So that click spring, I'm just playing with that little wheel there, and then that's the click spring that kind of sticks out. That's what I put my finger on earlier to actually release the power from the mainspring barrel. So the barrel is done now. So put that in my Myers number 58 movement holder, paying very close attention to where that wheel, where the pivot is for the 4th wheel coming out. Don't want that to break. So unscrew that, unscrew this. These things were on really tight, by the way, but you can't see that in fast motion because they're on so tight that I can't show it. Anyway, so just grab the top of the barrel arbor, and I can move that barrel out really quick. I'll take the spring out later. The barrel, you'll see me walk that spring out. Now I look around. What do I got? I got a little spring mechanism in there. So I think didn't sure if I took a picture of that or not, but I want to undo that plate really quickly. So I got 3 screws on the plate, 1, 2, 3. Keep the screws together with the full plate, and that full plate is going to be lots of fun to put back together. Now when I lift that full plate out, there is a pallet fork in there, so I just have to lift it out sideways first and then up. Now I'll be able to take that pallet fork out, then the escapement out, and then the 4th wheel out, and the center wheel out, and then the 3rd wheel, intermediate wheel out like that. So that's pretty much stripped down as much as I want to strip this baby down. So now I'm going to flip that around. Actually, I'm going to take out that mainspring, which should be fun. So pop the cap off the mainspring, and then after I pop the cap off the mainspring, I've got to walk that mainspring out. So first I'll remove the arbor. I can just grab that with my fingernails, and then put a screwdriver in and get a grip on that mainspring and just pull it out just a bit until I can get my thumb underneath it. And then I'll walk this out, and I'll show you a bit in more detail. Move that camera around and walk that mainspring out. And that mainspring, once it got to the end, it went bing, flew away, but I got it back. There it is. It's a TN mainspring, nice mainspring. Now it's time to do that stacking. So I got to stack these parts into the basket. So the first part, I put them big plates on the bottom usually, and then I also later on put the mainspring in there. So the bottom one goes down nice and safe. and then I put the mainspring barrel in there next. So now I got to fill up the little tiny containers that I have. Mainspring barrel, yes, no, maybe later. So open the caps, and I try to group all the parts now. So I've got the that's the part for the click and the ratchet for the mainspring. That's the wheel that's underneath the mainspring barrel. And then I've got some more. Those are the parts for the setting mechanism. I put them together, and that's good. Got that done. And then I want to put the screw in with that, so I don't lose that. That's the screw for the mainspring barrel ratchet. Put that in the case, in the baskets. Then I want to fill this basket up, and I decided I put the center wheel, I put the minute wheel and the hour wheel in there. I removed that a little later on because I need more real estate. So put these parts in there. It's the arbor and the 3 screws for the main plate. So I'm just checking to see what size those screws are, see if they're the same size as the secondary plate that goes over the mainspring barrel. I realize that barrel does not fit in there. So I'm going to put the barrel in the cap in the lower one, put the wheels in separate one, and make sure the 4th wheel is facing with the pivot upwards so it doesn't rattle around. And then I say, okay, well, this won't fit. This plate won't fit in here. So I think I'll empty one of those small baskets, and I can empty that basket and put it into the top one here, and then that does the job. And now all I need to do is place those baskets very carefully in place so there's no chance of those things rattling around, and I make sure they're nice and tight and snug in there, and there's no issue at all with any of the parts flying around. And then the watch is all ready to be cleaned.